Hello, my name is Paula Gomez Conalo, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the most interesting or creative holidays around the world. These are particularly taking place in December. First holiday I'm going to be talking about is Bodhi Day. This holiday takes place December 8th in Japan, and it honors the enlightenment of Siddhartha Dhamma, also known as the Buddha after his enlightenment. So this image is very representative of this holiday. It shows Siddhartha Dhamma under the peepal tree. This is where he found the root of suffering and how to liberate oneself from it. This is the whole reason for the holiday. So to achieve this enlightenment, this person went through different stages. The first one was the cycle of birth, where he found out that we've been born and reborn multiple times. We've gone through a lot of lives, and that's the cycle of birth. The second one is the law of karma. This one says that if you do bad things would come back to you. There's also dharma that says that if you do good things will also come back to you. And there is the fourth noble truths. This is the third stage, and these are some principles of Buddhism. And through these stages, this person became the enlightened one, and this is the person we know as Buddha, and the whole religion of Buddhism comes after this person. So the celebration, there's multiple ways that people celebrate this holiday. Some of them are meditating, studying the Dharma, or doing kind acts for each other. Some of the main ones are also having some traditional meal of tea and cake. This is very emblematic of the holiday, and it's also a very good way of enjoying it with your family and your loved ones. So I believe this is a very important holiday, and it's a very special one since it represents someone finding the root of suffering, since it's something just crazy to think about, and how to liberate oneself from it. It's, I think, the crazier part, and it's a very beautiful holiday since it represents everything that comes with that. The next holiday is Kawarza, and this one is celebrated on December 26th, and it covers the 7 days after that. It's an African American holiday, so it's celebrated mostly in Africa or all over the world. Since there is African American people all over the world, this is celebrated in each household. It's not really a country-like situation. So as you can see, the number 7 is very emblematic of this holiday. So there's 7 days, there's 7 principles, and there's 7 symbols. As you can see in this image, there's a couple of the symbols, the cup, the fruit, and some of the national or traditional African dishes. So I already talked a little bit about this, but principles and symbols. There are 7 principles, 7 symbols, and each one represents a little bit of the struggle or about the cultural heritage of these people. Each symbol and principle goes with each day, and it represents something about their culture, and it embraces the whole African American culture. So the way that this holiday is celebrated is that people gather at mealtime and they all drink from the unity cup and say something that they're proud of from their culture. And also some ways that it's also celebrated are that the principles are recited and each principle goes with a symbol, and they dance, and they basically have a whole party celebrating their culture and their heritage. I believe this is a very beautiful holiday since it represents being proud of your culture, and a culture that has always been very much oppressed and has been forgotten a lot of the time. So I believe this is a beautiful holiday where we're trying to come back to some of the culture and heritage that has been forgotten. So the final holiday we're going to be talking about is Omisoka, and this one is celebrated on December 31st in Japan, and this is Japan's New Year's Eve, and it's the Japanese version of the New Year and of the new start. So as you can appreciate in this image, it's a whole party. There's temples, there's fireworks, there's a lot of lights in the temples. It marks the beginning of a new year. It comes with luck. A lot of it means that there is new cycles coming, so it's very important for them and for their culture to celebrate this day. So food is a really big part of it. They really love starting the new year with a lot of noodles representing just just a wonderful year, and they love eating it at 11 p.m. So a really good bowl of koshitoshi soba or koshitoshi udon or even just treats. A lot of the people there don't really enjoy cooking or they just aren't in the mood. So they have treats or candy and so they can have a really good time without having to cook. So treats are a great option for them. But a lot of the people do love traditional food and they really love having it with their family and just with their loved ones. This day is also very much a spiritual day. It comes with a lot of spiritual beliefs and their religions. So a lot of them go to shrines or temples for Hatshumod. And in these shrines or temples, they sound their bells, 108 times. And this is for the 108 desires, earthly desires of people. So they're sort of trying to get them away to have a great new year. And this is very much a spiritual practice as much as a cultural one. A lot of them practice this religion, so it's very important to add in here the fact that it's a religious holiday as much as it is a cultural one. I believe this is a very beautiful holiday, so it's very much different the way that non-Western countries celebrate New Year's or these times of year. I think it's very beautiful that way that they still stand by their traditions and their culture and they haven't let go of all this beautiful culture that they have, all these traditions. So just as a conclusion, I would like to say that there's so many cultures or holidays or traditions out there that we might not know about. So it's very important to investigate and enrich ourselves with different cultures and just try to get to know everyone else's culture since it's very much important to enrich ourselves.